Good morning, everyone. My name is Jonathan David Sanchez Aya, and today I am going to talk about one of the most beautiful natures places in Colombia, the Cocora Valley. The Cocora Valley is a very special tourist destination because it has amazing landscapes, very tall palm trees, green mountains, and a peaceful atmosphere. In this presentation, I am going to explain where the Cocora Valley is, what it looks like, what we can find there, and why this place is so important. I am also going to talk about one of its most important elements, the wasp tree, and the feeling that this beautiful place can produce. Finally, I will explain my personal opinion and why I choose the Cocora Valley for this presentation. I hope you enjoy learning about this wonderful place. Where is the Cocora Valley? First, I would like to explain where the Cocora Valley is located. The Cocora Valley is in Quindío, Colombia, in the central part of the country. It is very close to the small and beautiful town of Salento. The valley is located in the Andean region, which is an area with many mountains and green landscapes. To get to the Cocora Valley, visitors usually travel to Salento and then continue to the valley by car, jeep, or another type of local transportation. The area has become of the most popular tourist destination in the region. Many Colombian and international tourists have visited the valley because its unique landscape. In recent years, the Cocora Valley has become even more famous because many people have shared pictures and videos of the place on social media. The valley is also part of an important natural area, so it is a place where people can enjoy nature and learn about Colombia's biodiversity. Compared with many cities in Colombia, the Cocora Valley is much quieter, greener, and more natural. For this reason, it is perfect place for people who want to escape from the noise of the city. And what is the place like? Now, I am going to describe what the Cocora Valley is like. The Cocora Valley is beautiful, green, peaceful, and impressive place. One of the first things people notice in the color of the landscape. Most of the valley is green because there are many trees, plants, mountains, and grasslands. The mountains are very high, large, and impressive. They create a beautiful background for the valley. The weather is usually cold, and sometimes the area is cloudy or misty. The air is also very fresh and clean, especially compared with the air in a big city. One of the most amazing characteristics of the Cocora Valley is its extremely tall palm trees. These trees are much taller than normal palm trees, and they make the landscape look almost magical. The valley is also more peaceful than many other tourist places because there are large natural areas and less urban development. I think the combination of the green mountains, the tall palm trees, and the cloudy sky makes the place unique. The Cocora Valley has been famous for its natural beauty for many years, and today it is still one of the most spectacular landscapes in Colombia. And what elements are there? Okay, there are many interesting natural elements in the Cocora Valley. First, there are high mountains surrounding the valley. These mountains are covered with vegetation and create a very beautiful landscape. There are also rivers and small streams. The weather is an important part of the ecosystem because it supports plants, animals, and other forms of life. Another important element is the waspole tree. There are many waspole throughout the valley, and they are probably the most recognizable element of the landscape. We can also find green fields, forests, plants, walking trails, and different species of animals. Tourists can walk through different trails and enjoy the natural environment. There are also horses in some areas, and visitors can sometimes see people riding them. Near the valley, there are small houses and rural areas where local people live and work. The combination of all these elements makes the Cocora Valley different from a normal urban environment. For example, instead of seeing tall buildings and busy streets, visitors can see green mountains, trees, rivers, and open spaces. This makes the valley a very attractive place for hiking, photography, and ecotourism. The Waspal Tree. Now, I want to talk about one of the most important elements of the Cocora Valley, the Waspal tree. The Waspal is very special because it is the national tree of Colombia. It is also one of the main symbols of the Cocora Valley. The Waspal is an extremely tall and beautiful tree. Some Waspal can grow to around 60 meters, so they are much taller than the most palm trees. The trees have long, thin trunks and leaves at the top. When you look at the front the valley, they can look very impressive because they rise high above the other vegetation. The waspal is not only beautiful, it is also important for the local ecosystem. Different animals use these trees as a part of their natural environment. The waspal has also become an important symbol of Colombian nature. People from Colombia and other countries have visited the Cocora Valley to see these incredible trees. In the past, this pole faced different environmental problems, so protecting them has become very important. Today, people recognize that the wasp pole is the valuable part of Colombian's nature heritage. In my opinion, the wasp pole is what makes the Cocora Valley more unique and more recognizable than many other natural destinations. Feelings, feelings and sensations. What feelings does this place transmit? Another interesting aspect for the Cocora Valley is the way it makes people feel. For me, the first feeling is peace. The place is very quiet and the natural environment helps people relax. When people walk through the valley, they can listen to the sound of the wind, the weather, and the birds. These natural sounds are very different from the sound of a busy city. The green landscape also creates a feeling of calmness and happiness. I think people can feel free because there are large open spaces and beautiful mountains around them. The cloudy and misty weather can also create a feeling of mystery. Sometimes the mountains disappear behind the clouds and the landscape looks completely different. This makes the place feel even more special. The Cocora Valley is therefore not only a beautiful place to see, it is also a place where people can have a relaxing experience. Many people have said that spending time in nature can help them disconnect from their daily routine. Compared with a crowded city, the Cocora Valley feels calmer and more relaxing. For this reason, I think it is an excellent place for people who want to rest and enjoy nature. My personal opinion. Finally, I would like to explain why I choose the Cocora Valley for this presentation. I choose this place because I think it is one of the most beautiful and impressive natural places in Colombia. I really like its green landscapes, high mountains, and especially its extremely tall wasp trees. I also choose it because it represents an important part of Colombian nature and culture. The Cocora Valley is different from many other tourist destinations because it has a very unique landscape. For example, there are many beautiful beaches in Colombia, but the Cocora Valley has a completely different type of beauty. It is greener, cooler, and more mountainous than many other popular tourist destinations. I have seen many pictures and videos of the Cocora Valley, and I have always thought that it is an amazing place. I would like to visit it personally in the future because I see in pictures is not the same and experiencing the landscape directly. I would like to talk through the valley, see the palm trees, breathe the fresh air, and enjoy the mountains. I also think that visiting natural places is important because we can appreciate the environment and understand why we need to protect it. For all these reasons, the Kokora Valley is my choice. In my opinion, it is not only a tourist destination, it is also a beautiful, peaceful, unique, and memorable place that represents the natural beauty of Colombia. Well, this is the end of my presentation about the Cocora Valley. Today I have talked about its location, its landscape, its natural elements, and the famous wall palm trees. I have also explained the feelings that this place can produce and why I choose it for my presentation. The Cocora Valley has become one of the most famous natural destinations in Colombia, and I think it is easy to understand why. It is beautiful, peaceful, green, impressive, and unique. I hope I hope my presentation has helped you learn a little more about this wonderful place. Thank you very much for your attention.